What's up guys, today we'll be practicing balance and trying to do some wheelies. I haven't done very many wheelies on a mountain bike before I got the Surron Light Beak, but since riding this I've got my balance become better. I've always been good at balancing, but it seems better now. Probably turning, whipping around all the turns and everything helps, something like that. Let's get started practicing balance, see if we can get some wheelies. The only thing with doing wheelies on the Light Beat is you can't do it at speed. Okay, we're going 7. I'm leaning back some, and you could get the front wheel off the ground, but going 7 miles an hour, you still can't do a wheelie, even leaning back. So let's go 4 here. Yeah, at 4 you have enough power. Enough power and torque to pull a wheelie still. So we'll see how slow we can go. Standing up here is easier to balance. Going slow, keeping your balance, leaning your bike, whatever. Just practice balancing with your bike in different positions because your battery is above your center of balance. So like if your battery is lower, it'd be a lot easier to balance, but of course you have no ground clearance then. Like any bike, battery, motor is going to be here. Well, the motor for the electric bike's down there. Try to keep your head like positioned over your feet. So if you lean your bike this way, your head should be above your feet. And that will keep your center of balance from, you know, if your head is past your foot, like your foot is here and your head is past, you're just going to fall over. So try to keep it right above, and that'll help your balance. Of course, it's going to shift. Like if you're straight like this, it's going to be in between your feet. But when you lean over, it's going to be over this foot rather than the other foot, because otherwise you'll just fall over that way. Alright, let's try some wheelies here and see what the longest one we can get. The grasses are a little slick, but that shouldn't affect us, really. And it's easier to keep a wheelie at speed, but like I said, and we saw, you can't go like above 5 or 6 and still do a wheelie. I suppose if you get the battery with more torque output, like more power output, you could do a higher speed and wheelie. Also, when you let off the gas, you're going to come back down some, unless you're tilted. If you tilted your bike too far back, letting off the gas won't help. And hitting the brake, if you just grab the brake out of panic or something, you're going to come slamming down. So be careful with that brake, so otherwise you might fly over your handlebars or smash into here. That wouldn't be good. So it's better to not go all the way up. And your first instinct should be to let off the throttle. Also, you can feather the brake. Oh, for the Surron Light Beat. The brakes will cut the power to your wheels. If you want to change that, you need to turn your key on, press this 8 times, and hold it on the 9th, and then it will turn off the brakes cutting the power. So I can hold the front brake here. Well, you can't, let's kickstand up. Hold the front brake, pull the throttle, and you can do that with the brake. And if you don't, I guess, program that into it, then your brakes will cut your power and you cannot hold the brake and use the throttle. So for doing wheelies, before you do that, if you grab the brake while hitting the gas in a wheelie, then your power will be all gone. Instead of, you can like feather the throttle now for a wheelie. Oh, it's a pretty good one. I still have a lot of practice to go to get a good wheelie. When you're doing wheelies or practicing, be sure of what's around you. You don't want to run into fences, trees, or anything. I will do an example here. If I grab on the brake while doing a wheelie, just watch how fast it comes down. You don't want to just grab on the brake and panic when you're leaning too far, either backwards, sideways, whatever, because that will like shake you up some maybe, or throw you off of what you're trying to actually do. It just slams that front end down. Like, it's kind of rough on your bike, probably. It's rough on you. Try not to panic. Light touches on the brakes if you need it. If you're leaning too far back, feather the brakes. Not too much, otherwise you'll come slamming down. Also, leaning back and just gunning that throttle, the bike's gonna come out from under you. Just so you can see what happens. So what do we learn? Be careful with your throttle, how much you're giving it. Careful with your brakes, how much you're squeezing those when you're leaning too far back. You don't want too much throttle, you don't want too much brakes. And also with your knees, you can wiggle them in and out to keep your balance. You may, like you told me, probably putting my foot out, but you're gonna make sure you keep your weight so your bike does not fall over, you fall over. I think we need to finish up by taking a ride. This sun is hot. So yeah, what we learned, we need to keep our balance, keep it over the bike. Just a lot of practice is needed. It's like training for anything that you might do, anything that you're gonna learn. It's a new thing. You need to spend a lot of time practicing so you can become better at it. Like they say, practice makes perfect. Keep it up, stay consistent so like you don't just forget. But yeah, not too much throttle, not too much brakes. Watch your surroundings. Don't want any of you guys crashing out there. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully I'll become better at doing wheelies. I'll keep practicing, of course. They are pretty fun. Lots of practice needed. See y'all in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.